Wow, I actually never thought this day would come. But I'm going to have to talk Dragon Ball GT. A little bit of an opinion, really. Did I like GT or did I really hate GT? I wasn't the biggest fan of Dragon Ball GT. I liked the Super Saiyan 4 power-up, that was cool. Then like bringing the 8 back, going golden, just felt a little bit dragged out. Felt like we were trying to go through motions of Super Saiyan and stuff again. It just wasn't necessary for me. I know there was a backstory and I know there's reasons for it and how it all became in Super Saiyan 4, that kind of thing, but to me it wasn't needed. I liked the movies. I mainly wanted GT around because of the fantastic ending, which in my opinion was fantastic. You know, Pan being old, seeing Goku from afar. Goku gets to watch Vegeta JR and Goku JR, and it's just like, oh, the Earth's in good hands, you know. Kind of gave you a bit of a resting point. That's all Goku cares about, is the Earth being in good hands. So seeing that was quite nice. So I remember spending hours time before YouTube and stuff even existed trying to find those clips on the internet. So that was quite hard back in the day. So when Toonami and these guys really brought it out in the UK, I started watching GT. Because bear in mind, back then it was hard to find stuff on the internet. You had to be part of forums, you had to be part of communities. You had no YouTube, you had no Twitter, you had no Facebook. You had things like MySpace. MySpace was just like coming around at the time, and you know, Bebo, those kind of places. And they made it a little bit easier to find your Dragon Ball clips because people worked as a community. But back then you really had to dig for the websites and use your Yahoos and your Ask Jeeves, MSN messengers, Yahoo messengers, AOLs, you know, stuff that don't exist anymore. You know, you really had to use them. So what really came from that, I finally got to watch my clip of Goku, and I thought that was fantastic. I finally got to watch even the movie where Goku Jr. Goku comes back to tell him to be a warrior, and he tries to save Pan's life, and Pan's like perfectly fine. I thought that was genius. But when Toonami did release the series and the first few episodes, I just found it was stupid of GT. Why turn Goku back into a kid, man? I've just seen him grow up. I've seen him hit new heights. I'm pumped. And Goku turns back into a kid. That was disappointing. Pan just seemed whiny, considering she's meant to be this warrior that was trained near the end of the Buu saga. We saw Goku having a lap around the world quite a few times. That was just disappointing in Pan. Trunks had some stupid ass shorts. It looked like he was some kind of Pokemon adventurer or something. That was just megally disappointing. Vegeta in this dumbass mustache. God, like, really? Why? I don't really know why. Stupid. They gave Goten some character. I mean, he didn't look like Goten. Didn't look like Goku. But he thought he was a ladies' man. So, you know, that was a little bit different. Gohan. This is why I like Super, because they screwed up Gohan. I don't even want to talk about Gohan. Because even GT just really screws him up. So I'm not even going to talk about that. And just generally what GT was trying to do. GT was more of an end of an era. Everything that was done in terms of rehashing storylines in some sense. The world looking too futuristic for some stupid reason. But everything was showing it was an end of an era. And I think because it was so messed up and so revolved around being an end of an era, GT just felt horrid. It had some nice elements, don't get me wrong. They were always going to have something nice within GT, and the storylines did hit the emotions just like Z and Dragon Ball did at times. But to me, GT was just majorly disappointing, and it still grinds my gears to this day. It really does. It really irritates me. There are so many good GT clips out there that I like watching time and time again. But when it just comes to the series, to sit there from point A to the end of point B, I can't do it with GT. I can do it with Z and I can do it with Dragon Ball. I can do it time after time after time. But GT, I just can't. I'm not a fan. And it rages me in some sense. Like, it doesn't understand. Doesn't, like, there's so many theories for how the ending works, for an example. But it's just like, why does Goku have to just mold himself into Shenron? You know, and become part of Dragon Ball? Why was he there to be contained for the future? Or what? What was the purpose of it? It wasn't really explained. It just seemed like they were going for a happy-go-lucky feeling of, hey, one last adventure, yeah, some elements of Dragon Ball, some elements of Z, let's mash it together and we'll give you GT. And that's the grand tour done. Here's the finale. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it. But Goku will always protect the Earth, and the Earth will always be protected by Goku. That was pretty much what they did. And then it made no sense how, like, Bulma and those guys haven't kept in contact with Pan. Pan's so old and still alive, but you don't know really about her children. You just know that Goku JR is her grandson, that kind of thing. And there's just so many missing gaps and so many questions that it just doesn't make sense. So no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of GT. I'm not 100% fan of GT, and I'm glad that Super is basically taking GT away from us. I've just looked to the side because my stupid ass Bluetooth headphone speaker just beeped. God knows why. Maybe it hates GT as well. Do you hate GT as well? Is that what you're beeping? You hate GT as well. But yeah, so glad that Super doesn't really take GT into account, and Super doesn't seem to take the ending of that Boo saga into account either. So that's always happy day as well. But guys, do give me your opinion of GT. I've just ranted on about GT for a little while. What did you think of Dragon Ball GT? You can do that by leaving a comment down below. And if you agree with me, leave a like. And if you do like my videos, please leave a subscribe. You know, it does cheer up my day seeing that subscribe button being hit by you guys. I do appreciate it. But that was that. My rant is over of GT. So I will have to catch you guys on the next episode.